Lesgord leads the pack off of turn number 2. Kevin Brooks, car number 42, second, followed by Gary Spaulding, Matt Waite, Jim Morgan, Brian Baker, and waiting for racing room. The top 2 cars in points is 76 of Peter Daniels, the 1 New Hampshire of Rob Goodenough. Into turn number 3 and 4 they go. Off of turn 4, Gary Spaulding gets loose, goes high, Matt Waite clears, gets up to 3rd. Gary Spaulding now hung out to dry. In the number 86 of the 17 of Jim Morgan, gets underneath the 86 car. The top 3 cars, nose to tail, off of turn number 4. It's Dave Lesgord, Kevin Brooks, the number 9 of Matt Waite, Jim Morgan, Peter Daniels now up to 5th, up to 6th, and on the bubble now is the 1 New Hampshire of Rob Goodenough, followed by Gary Spaulding and Brian Baker. Off of turn number 2 they go, down the backstretch. 3 cars now battling for 4th. Jim Morgan trying to hold off the top 2 point getters, Rob Goodenough and the 76 of Peter Daniels. Back to the front of the pack, Dave Lesgord seeking a win here in the Miller Auto Pro Stock qualifying heat race. Staying ahead of the 42, a comfortable 2-car length margin of Kevin Brooks. Peter Daniels in the number 76, up to 5th as he clears underneath the 17 of Jim Morgan. Off of turn 4 they come. It's the 162, Dave Lesgord, hanging on to the lead. Kevin Brooks, the number 9 of Matt Waite, the 1 New Hampshire. The top 4 cars, and it's 2 to go, 2 to go. It's Freight Train Racing. Woo woo! Think I can, think I can, think I can. As Dave Lesgord thinks he can score the win. That white flag comes out. 1 to go, 1 to go. Kevin Brooks second, car number 42 is the 76 of Peter Daniels. Tries to get underneath the 1 New Hampshire of Rob Goodenough. There's your battle for 4th. Your winner is Dave Lesgord. Heat race, car number 60, Lee Lamont, the 76 of April May Jeleno, the 40 is Terry Sawyer. Those are your top 3, and out comes the green. Lee Lamont in the number 60, holding on to the lead. Terry Sawyer second. George Jalbert, car number 33, is third, followed by Nick Taylor in the 09. The number 6, wheeled by Wayne Eldridge. Car number 7 is Jason Ash. Then comes Danny Well, car number 32. Monica Rook in the number 21, the 76 car of April May Jeleno, and the number 11 of Jason Evans in the number 94 Pinto, driven by Rick Lambert. 6 cars to qualify. This looks like a semi-main event as George Jalbert now jumps to the lead. Lee Lamont holding on to second. Nick Taylor fighting Terry Sawyer for third off the inside of the number 40. Those are your top 4 cars. Waiting patiently in the number 6, running 5th, is Wayne Eldridge. George Jalbert now tries to stretch out the lead in the number 33 BMW. The number 60 of Ford Pinto running second as Nick Taylor in the 09 Volkswagen. Uh-oh, hang on there, Nick. Boy, he hung on but lost a couple of positions as Wayne Eldridge now took over third. Jason Ash fourth. Nick Taylor from third back to fifth. He almost lost it entirely. Then comes the number 40 of Terry Sawyer, Monica Rook in the 21, Jason Evans, Danny Well, Rick Lambert, and April May Jeleno. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Halfway. Down the backstretch. Now we have another BMW trying to close in on the lead car. That's Wayne Eldridge in number 6. 2 Bimmers now leading the pack. Jason Ash up to third. Lee Lamont back to fourth. Challenged by Nick Taylor, Monica Rook, Terry Sawyer, and Jason Evans. A 5-car battle for fourth, and watch out as we go into turn number 3 and 4. Lee Lamont pushes up high, now comes back. Uh-oh, hang on there, hang on. And out comes the yellow. You can see that one coming a mile away as Lee Lamont went into turn number 4. Way too hot, the front wheel. Megabucks Minis. Okay, Dick LaPlante gives him the evil eye off of turn 4, and out comes the green. Into 1 and 2 they go, side by side, wheel to wheel, up bumper to bumper. Now Wayne Eldridge pulls a little bit ahead of the number 6 off the outside. George Jalbert comes fighting back off the inside groove. Wayne Eldridge pushes up high, keeps control of the number 6 as George Jalbert comes down low. Jason Ash waiting for racing room as Wayne Eldridge now clears for the lead off the outside. It's Wayne Eldridge, drop kick back to second goes George Jalbert in the 33. Then comes the number 7 of Jason Ash, number 11 of Jason Evans, now up to 4th, followed by Terry Sawyer, Danny Weld, Rick Lambert, and April May Gelano. The white flag flies, 1 to go. 3 cars now battling for second. George Jalbert trying to hold off Jason Ash and Jason Evans. Down the backstretch they go. The number 6 car now pulling out to a comfortable lead. The checkers fly, and your winner is the number 6 of Wayne Eldridge. On the number 36, Dave Cowdery Sr., Ron Gobin in the 25, and a new car this week, the number 19 is Keith LeDrew. Off of turn 4 they come. The green is out. Joe Lanou in the number 35 in a race of Mopars, holding on to the lead. Chip Young on the outside, second. Henry Tutton, the 55 Toyota, in third off the inside. Then comes the number 85 Saab of John Crawford. As we have some kind of roll pad go out there by the start-finish wire, no problem with that. Down the back stretch they go. Joe Lanou, Chip Young, Henry Tutt, John Crawford. Then comes Gene Chippy in the 0-0, up to 5th. On the outside, Kirby Hayes along with the 36 of Dave Cowdery on the inside groove, the 47 of Paul LaFawn. Man, this is a tight one, looking to get tighter. Into 3 and 4 go your leaders. Joe Lanou now pushes up high. Chip Young second. John Crawford looking for racing room in the number 85, and Henry Tutt finally says, I'm going to go to the outside. John Crawford looking for racing room in the 85 Saab. Now the 0-0 of Gene Chippy starts to reel him in. Joe Lanou fighting with the number 35 to hang on to the lead. The 85 of John Crawford up high, now down low as he tries to get underneath the number 99 of Chip Young. Uh-oh. There you see it, and out comes the yellow. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. The number 85 of John Crawford was put in the back of the pack for his roll in that little accident off of turn number 3 and 4. John Crawford now starting to make his way back up to the front. It's the 55 of Henry Tutt, Paul LaFawn. Then comes Joe Lanou. The 19 car, Keith LeDrew, now on the move up to 4th. Gene Chippy 5th, Kirby Hazen, and John Crawford's number 85, and the 25 of Ron Gobin. Down the backstretch, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars now battling for third as the top 2 cars now start to check out on the field. 8 down, 2 to go. Joe Lanou, car number 35, pushes up high, back to 5th. Down the backstretch they go. The battle for third. All eyes are there as the top 2 cars continue to run away. The white flag is out with 1 to go. Coming off of turn number 2, John Crawford now tries to get underneath the number 48 of Kirby Hazen. Kirby Hazen on the bubble to qualify. The checkers are out, and your winner is Henry Tutt, Paul LaFawn second. For William Salo, the 44 of Beef Alexander. The number 13, Larry Nielsen. The number 12, Randy Benson. The 1X, Greg Sargent. And the 15X of Eric Wynot. 6 cars to qualify. As Chris Camden takes the pack in the lead out of turn number 2. start to dice now throughout the field. The 72 of Charlie Wheeler closing the door on Beef Alexander's number 44. It's Chris Camden, Jason Hutton, George Pond, the 72 of Charlie Wheeler, the 2 of Chris Stanhope, the 44, Beef Alexander, now up to 6, fighting with the number 4 of William Salo. Then comes Randy Benson, Greg Sargent, Larry Nielsen, and Eric Wynot. Chris Stanhope now takes the number 2 Mustang to the outside and is bid to get around the 22 of George Pond as we start to close in on the leader, the number 16 car of Chris Camden. Chris Stanhope, car number 2, starting to lose positions off the outside, now comes back on again. Man alive, as Ken Squire would say, a gaggle of race cars going into turn number 3 and 4. It's Chris Stanhope now feeling the pressure from Jason Hutton's number 31. George Pond third as the number 2 of Chris Stanhope continues to ride on the outside. Beef Alexander now gets the 44. Escort underneath the 22 car of George Pond and takes over 4th. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Jason Hutton, your new leader, back to second goes to 16 as Chris Stanhope continues to work the outside with the Ford Mustang number 2. Off of turn 4 and down the home stretch. Beef Alexander on the move in the number 44 Escort. Up to 3rd, back to 4th goes your earlier leader, the 16 of Chris Camden. Chris Stanhope not giving it up off the outside. He's door handle to door handle. Now with the number 31 of Jason Hutton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars battling for 4th and 3 for the lead. It doesn't get much better than this as Chris Stanhope finally clears for the lead off the outside. A great effort by Chris Stanhope in the number 2 as Jason Hutton goes around with the number 31 and the 44, and out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow. Okay, we got that mess straightened out. We'll be ready to race. Chris Stanhope, car number 2, holding on to the lead. Off of turn 4 they come, the green is out. Chris Camden in the number 16, a mechanical problem from second. Now he finally catches on to speed, but Chris Camden losing 5 positions in the process. Chris Stanhope in the number 2, taking advantage of all the cars fighting in the back, starting to stretch out the lead. Down the back stretch they go. Chris Stanhope holding on the lead with a white flag coming out. The battle now for second. 5 cars fighting for second. George Pond, Randy Benson, William Salo, Greg Sargent, and Larry Nielsen. Jason Hutton now starts to work his way back up with the number 31 car. Off of turn number 4, the checkers fly. Your winner is Chris Stanhope. And riding shotgun, the number 3 in race car, David Graham. Instead of Sean Graham tonight, it's David Graham. And out comes the green flag. Ed LaQuire off the outside, grabs the lead immediately going to turn number 1 and 2. On the outside, now trying to take second is the number 29 of Aaron Fellows. Aaron Fellows clears for second. Going back to third, the number 35 of Eric Smith. Ryan Bell on the outside in the number 6 car. Followed by Dave Davis in the number 20. Dave Davis in the number 20. We're taking them 3 wide into 3 and 4. Hang on to your shorts as we come off of turn number 4. Ed LaQuire, Aaron Fellows, Dave Davis, Ryan Bell, your top 4 cars as Mike Benson now clears for 5th. Jimmy Zulo off the inside up to 6, Eric Smith and Brian Newman, followed by David Graham. Into turn number 1 and 2 they go. It's Ed LaQuire hanging on to the lead. Aaron Fellows is second in the number 29. Dave Davis in the number 20, right there challenging for the second position, as Ryan Bell now pushes up high in the number 6, trying to take advantage of the number 47 of Mike Benson. Ryan Bell closes the door and pushes up high again, and Mike Benson continues to work the inside groove off the number 6 car. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. It's Ed LaQuire, Aaron Fellows, Dave Davis now tipping to the outside. The number 47 of Mike Benson trying to ride the 6 up into the sandbank. Down into turn number 3 and 4 they go. It's Mike Benson holding on to 4th. Jimmy Zullo and Ryan Bell. Those are your top 6 cars. Followed by Brian Newman in the 19 and the 35 of Eric Smith. And the number 3X of David Graham. 2 packs of 3. The top 3 and 4, 5, and 6. Ed LaQuire. Car number 29. Aaron Fellows in the number 20 of Dave Davis. The first 3-pack. The second 3-pack is Jimmy Zullo in the number 10. The 47 of Mike Benson. The 6 of Ryan Bell. It's 2 to go. 2 to go. Ed LaQuire, Aaron Fellows, and the number 20 of Dave Davis. Down the home stretch they go. The white flag flies. 1 to go. Ed LaQuire, Aaron Fellows, and the number 20. Now Dave Davis gets up high. A little bit of fluid off of 1 and 2. He almost loses it, gathers it back in, and holds on to 3rd. As David Graham pushes up high and holds on to it. Your winners, Ed LaQuire. Car number 60 of Scott Ovett. 7 cars going postward, 6 to qualify. The green flag is out as Ken Thompson jumps to the front off the point. On the outside, Scott Chute trying to cross over the number 14. Look at Lightning Larry as he streaks into 3rd position. Uh-oh, watch the sparks fly. Off of turn 4 they come. It's Ken Thompson. Larry Riendo second. Still hung out to dry on the outside. The 34 car challenge now for the lead. As Larry Riendo uses the inside groove to take the lead from the 69 of Ken Thompson. It's Larry Riendo. Ken Thompson second. John Chestnut, Scott Chute, Sandy Gilbert, Scott Ovett, and the number 82 of Joe Wardwell. Down the back stretch they go into 3 and 4 out of 4. Larry Riendo now starts to stretch out that lead. Ken Thompson hanging on to 2nd. Car number 14 hanging on to 3rd. John Chestnut. We've got 1, 2, 3, 6 cars battling for 2nd as Lightning Larry checks out on the field. Ken Thompson 2nd, John Chestnut, Sandy Gilbert, a nice run as the number 60 car, Scott Ovett and the 82 of Joe Wardwell momentarily get together in 1 and 2. Ken Thompson drifts up high, holds on to 2nd. Down the backstretch as the number 82 got the black flag. And up pit road he goes. 6 cars now out on the speedway. All 6 will be transferring into the feature. Larry Riendo, things all his own way. Ken Thompson 2nd, John Chestnut, Sandy Gilbert now tries the outside of the number 14 as Scott Ovett pulls up to hang the number 27 out to dry. It's 8 down, 2 to go. 4 cars still fighting for 2nd as Sandy Gilbert continues to work the outside groove in the number 27 Camaro. The white flag flies, 1 to go. Number 14 pushes up high and takes the 27 with him. As the number 60 gets into the 14, and John Chestnut loses several positions. But your winner in the number 4 is Larry Riendo. Ken Thompson second, Scott Hovitt third. Waiting to qualify or in the process. Sandy Gilbert just now finishing in that heat race. Car number 85, Dan Damaris, the number 72 car of Mark Pellerin. Take the field down to the green flag. Mark Pellerin off the outside, tries to cut across in the 85 of Damaris. Damaris pushes up high. The number 17, David Anthony, up to fourth as Radical Russ Davis takes the number 5 high with the help of the 85 of Dan Damaris. Russ Davis now going 3 wide as the 72 of Mark Pellerin has handling problems, taking advantage the number 17 of David Anthony. Now hung out to dry as Mark Pellerin as he pushes up high. Damaris gets into the number 5. Number 5 of Russ Davis must feel like a ping pong ball. He's been getting hit from all angles. He now takes advantage of the number 85 pushing up high. We take him 3 wide in the battle for second. The short end of the stick goes to the 72 of Mark Pellerin, and Russ Davis now takes over second. Dan Damaris third, Doug Marsh, the number 7 fourth. On the outside, Mark Pellerin fifth, Dennis Greenwood sixth, and running 7th, number 37 of Rodney Dorr, and the number 50C is Chris Osgood. Chris Osgood, the number 50C, a green driver, and watch him split the field. Watch out, Russ. Holy cow. The 50C of Chris Osgood getting a quick indoctrination of what car racing is all about. 5 down, 5 to go. Halfway, David Anthony, Russ Davis, Dan Damaris, Doug Marsh. Uh-oh. Watch that battle for third. 5 cars fighting for 1 position as Damaris now has a pushing problem and goes up high, comes across. Wow. You see a car push up high like that, almost always they get side biting and come right back into the field. Russ Davis, rat-a-tat-tat on the back bumper, the number 17 of David Anthony as he challenges for the lead. Russ Davis to the outside, now trying to come down low, but David Anthony protects the inside groove. The number 5 of Radical Russ is going to have to tip to the outside in a radical way to go for the lead. It's 2 to go, 8 down, 2 to go. As Russ Davis now does just that, tips to the outside of David Anthony's number 17. Down the backstretch they go. We've got a battle for the lead. The white flag flies, 1 to go. David Anthony, Russ Davis, David Anthony. Here they come. Into turn number 1 and 2 they go. The number 50C of Chris Osgood might become a factor. Down the backstretch as David Anthony goes up high and gets around the 50C. Holy cow, hang on to your shorts. Here they come. The checkers are out. Who's it going to be? Of T.J. Small, also known as Tim Small. 10 laps, 6 cars to qualify. Off of turn 4 they come. The green is out. David Smith pushes the number 1 New Hampshire up to the front around Pearl Dewey. Down the backstretch they go. Steve Corbeil up to second as Sean Bodreau forces his way underneath the 240 of Pearl Dewey, but still can't get the job done. Pearl hangs on to third. On the outside, that's the number 20 of Rusty Ball, now taking over third. That's Rusty Ball up to third. Pearl Dewey fourth, followed by Dwight Jarvis, number 28, and the 71 main of Peter Daniels. Sean Bodreau finally shakes himself free and goes around the 240. That's the 28 of Dwight Jarvis trying to get underneath Rusty Ball's number 20. It's Dave Smith, Steve Corbeil, Rusty Ball, Dwight Jarvis, and the number 71 car of Peter Daniels. Don't forget, points are awarded for the championship in the heat races with 6 going to the winner as Dwight Jarvis tries to get to the front. The number 20 of Rusty Ball now works underneath the 56 of Steve Corbeil. 5 down, 5 to go. 5, 6 cars now battling for the lead. Down the backstretch they go. Dave Smith holding off the number 20 of Rusty Ball. Steve Corbeil hung on the outside. Now up to third is Peter Daniels in 71. Dwight Jarvis fourth. Off of turn 2. Down the backstretch they go. It's David Smith, Rusty Ball, Peter Daniels, and Dwight Jarvis, number 28. Dwight Jarvis now works the inside of the number 71 as Rusty Ball tries to get around Dave Smith off the outside. Dave Smith holding on to the inside groove. It's Rusty Ball, Dave Smith, Peter Daniels. Off of turn 2 they go. Rusty Ball, your new leader. Dave Smith back to second. Off the outside, that's Peter Daniels. The white flag flies. 1 to go. Dwight Jarvis now up to third as Peter Daniels gets underneath Rusty Ball in the number 20. We've got a horse race yet. Coming off of turn number 4, it's Peter Daniels. The number 91 of Mike Conrad riding scratch, the number 71 of E.T. Earl Taylor. 8 cars going postward, 6 to qualify. Here they come off of turn 4 and the green is out. Keith Stevens takes the 19 to the lead off the point. The number 47 of Jack Bateman gets underneath the 19 into turn number 3 and 4 and takes over the lead. Following through off the inside, now taking over second. That's Bruce Batchelder Sr. Parked out to dry, the number 19 of Keith Stevens now back to third. Then comes Randy Howe, Les Martinez, Mike Batchelder, Mike Conrad, and Earl Taylor. Uh-oh, hang on there, as the number 18 car of Mike Batchelder loops off of turn number 1 and 2, and out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow. On the point, remember, 6 points for a heat race win. Off of turn number 4 they come, the green is out. Jack Bateman holding on to the lead. Bruce Batchelder second. Keith Stevens now trying to take third away from the number 8 of Randy Howe. Randy Howe off the outside trying to take third from Keith Stevens. It's Randy Howe in the number 8 car getting ahead of the number 19 and taking over third. Keith Stevens back to fourth, followed by Les Martinez, Mike Conrad, Mike Batchelder, and Earl Taylor. Jack Bateman having an easy run off of turn number 4. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Off of turn 2 down the backstretch. Jack Bateman, Bruce Batchelder, Randy Howe. As Randy Howe gets up a little bit high, gathers it back in, holds on to third. Keith Stevens fourth, Les Martinez fifth. 3 cars battling for third. Randy Howe, Keith Stevens, and Les Martinez. Randy Howe having a handling problem. Number 8 car, Randy Howe, starting to push. Watch him as he gets to the apex of the turns. That car pushes up high. Off of turn 4 they come. It's all Jack Bateman in the number 47. The white flag is out, 1 to go. Les Martinez trying to take fourth from Keith Stevens, but the winner off of turn number 4 with the checkers is Jack Bateman. The number 16, Jack McClay. The number 18, Dick Lamont. The 29 of Alan Fellows. The top 4 cars, and out comes the green. Jack McClay takes the lead off the outside. DeWitt Davis back to second as Aaron Fellows tries to take that position away from Davis off the outside. The number 29 fighting for second off the outside of Alan Fellows. Alan Fellows in the number 29 up to second. DeWitt Davis back to third. Jamie Lanou in the number 35 fighting off the outside, trying to get around the number 18 of Dick Lamont. Then comes Dennis Bell, Earl Maxim, Noel Bergeron, and Steve Bly riding shotgun in the number 10 car. Jack McClay checking out on the field, a one-car breakaway. The battle now for second between the rest of the field. It's Alan Fellows in the number 29, DeWitt Davis, Earl Maxim in the number 5, now up to 4th. Dick Lamont now hung out to dry by the 35 of Jamie Lanou. Jamie Lanou in the 35, now up to 5th. Dick Lamont 6. Noel Bergeron finally shakes the 96 free and tips to the outside. Off at turn 4, halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. It's Jack McClay, Alan Fellows, DeWitt Davis feeling the pressure from the number 5 of Earl Maximus. DeWitt Davis protects the inside groove. Steve Bly now to the outside with a number 10 car. DeWitt Davis pushing a little bit high. Earl Maxim trying to take advantage, can't get bite, gets loose and has to back out of it. DeWitt Davis holds on to 3rd. DeWitt Davis pushing up high again, but still hangs on to 3rd. Earl Maxim 4th, Jamie Lanou, Noel Bergeron, Steve Bly, Dick Lamont, and Dennis Bell. Earl Maxim finally says, I'm not going to do it on the inside, I'll try it off the outside. 2 to go, 2 to go. The rabbit ears are out. DeWitt Davis doing a good job of protecting the racetrack from a lot of heavy hitters. The white flag is out, 1 to go. It's Jack McClay. Alan Fellows. It's DeWitt Davis. Now pushes up high. Jamie Lanou. Car number 35 loops off at turn number 2. The checkers are out. Your winner's a 16 car of Jack McClay. Alstead is Tommy Canfield. Riding shotgun, the 07 from Unity is Tom Stone. 6 cars to qualify, 10 laps. Good. As Robin Bly and Bob Johnson takes the field at a slow speed down here at the home stretch. Out comes the green. Bob Johnson off the outside, tries to close over for the lead. Down the back stretch they go. Robin Bly fighting back off the inside, but Bob Johnson clears for the lead. Robin Bly second, followed by Mark Blair and the 51 car of Rocky Branch, your top 4. Then comes Kevin Lesgore, Jimmy Thompson, Tommy Canfield, Skip Birdsey, and Tom Stone. 6 cars to qualify. 9 cars going postward. It's Bob Johnson in the number 88, Robin Bly, now the number 3 of Mark Blair on the move. Off of turn 4 they come. It's Bob Johnson holding on to a very shaky lead. Robin Bly there second, now feeling the pressure from Mark Blair. Robin Bly closes the door, Mark Blair third. Rocky Branch fourth, followed by Kevin Lesgore, Tommy Canfield, Jim Thompson, the 6 of Skip Birdsey, and Tom Stone. Off of turn number 4 they come. It's halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Mark Blair all over the back bumper of the number 12 car, trying to find a way around Robin Bly's number 12 as Kevin Lesgore now closes in from the 4th position. Off at turn 4, down the straightaway they come into turn number 1. Bob Johnson in the number 88 protecting the inside groove. It's Robin Bly, Mark Blair, Kevin Lesgore, the 51X now having handling problems. Tommy Canfield in the number 15 off the outside and takes over the lead, or takes over 5th position. Tommy Canfield up to 5th as Robin Bly now tries to work his way underneath Bob Johnson's number 88. Contact is made between those 2 cars. They get loose. Both of them hang on to it. Bob Johnson, Robin Bly, Mark Blair, and the 75 car of Kevin Lesgore. Now the 15 of Tommy Canfield. The white flag is out with 1 to go. Bob Johnson gets loose, goes up high. Robin Bly can't take advantage as Johnson holds on the lead. Now, car number 15 to the outside. The checkers are out. It's Bob Johnson. For the minis, 3 cars to qualify in each. The number 60 is Lee Lamont, the number 94 Rick Lambert, the 21 of Monica Rook, the 48 of Kirby Hazen, and the 15X of Eric Wynot. 3 cars to qualify as Lee Lamont takes the 60 off of turn number 2, hanging on to the lead in the Battle of Pinos, the 94 of Rick Lambert on the outside. Then comes the Mustang of Monica Rook, number 21, the Volkswagen of Kirby Hazen in the 48, and the number 15 car of Eric Wynot. I'm not sure what that is. That's a Ford Escort. As car number 94 does a Joey Chitwood. How about that? Joey Chitwood's coming here in another 3 weeks, and Rick Lambert says this is how they do it. Number 16, Chris Cannon, came out late after the green, so he is not an official starter. Gets the black flag, goes into the infield. It's Lee Lamont, Monica Rook now trying to get underneath Lee Lamont's number 60 number 60 Pinto. The Mustang of Monica Rook now handles to the inside and takes over the lead. Monica Rook in the Mustang number 21 taking over the lead. Following through on the inside, the 48 of Kirby Hazen, and third is Lee Lamont. Remember, the top 3 cars qualify. Off of turn number 4 they come, halfway. Monica Rook holding off the number 48 of Kirby Hazen. Down the backstretch go your leaders. It's Monica Rook keeping the number 21 Mustang purring and hanging into the lead. It's 2 to go. Off of turn number 4, the white flag is out. Monica Rook, Kirby Hazen, Lee Lamont, Eric Wynot getting up high. Why not stay out of that wall, Eric? And Rick Lambert. Off of turn number 4, the checkers are out, and Monica Rook gets the win in the number 21. 44 of Beef Alexander, the 36 of Dave Cowdery, and Ron Gobin in the number 25. Looking for 3 positions to qualify into the feature, the second consolation race, and out comes the green as Jason Hutton pushes the number 31 to the front in front of April May Gelano's number 76. That's Dave Cowdery in the 36 going to the outside, Beef Alexander to the inside. Ron Gobin around April May's number 76 off of turn number 3 and 4. Dave Cowdery goes high, comes down low, and gets the number 36 Volkswagen up front. And following through off the inside, the 44 of Beef Alexander. From first to third, in the blink of an eye, goes the 31 of Jason Hutton. Ron Gobin in the number 25 car now puts on the pressure as the 31 of Jason Hutton's the driver on the bubble. Only 3 cars to qualify. Rounding out the field, doing a great job running there in 5th, running right along pretty good, 76 of April May Gelano. Out of turn 2 they come. The number 36, Dave Cowdery Sr., holding on the lead. The number 44 car is second. Those 2 cars now start to break away from the number 31 of Jason Hutton, the 25 of Ron Gobin. And And riding shotgun is April May in the number 76. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. You can hear the tires squeal as Dave Cowdery's on a mission in the number 36. The battle now for the bubble position. That's Ron Gobin in the 25. Now getting under Jason Hutton's number 31. That's where it all is. The top two don't mean anything. They're already in the feature. If they finish that way, it's the battle for third. One man will be in, one man will be out. As Ron Gobin now clears for third, Jason Hutton back to fourth. Off of turn number 4 they come. Jason Hutton almost up into the White Monster turn 4 wall. Wow. Beef Alexander right there in the back bumper, the 36. He's not giving it up either. 8 down, 2 to go. Now we're starting to spread them out, and the white flag comes out. 1 to go. It's Dave Cowdery, Beef Alexander, Ron Gobin, Jason Hutton, and April May Jeleno. And coming off of turn number 4, your winner with the checkers out, it's Dave Cowdery. Okay, we'll get the rest when time permits. As the pace car goes off, we look for a green flag. 30 laps, and out it comes. Dave Lesgord in the 162, holding on the lead. Kevin Brooks hung out to dry as Rob Williams takes the 71 down low and challenges for second. Then comes the number 81 of Dave Arsenal. Dennis Bergeron in the 9X on the outside, also hung out to dry as Matt Wade takes the 9 down low in 6th position. Then comes Mike Brusso and the number 21 car of Mark Hayward. Off of turn 4 they come. A gaggle of race cars as we keep the pedal to the metal. It's Dave Lesgord, Kevin Brooks, Rob Williams, Dave Arsenal, Matt Wade, your top 5. The battle now for 6. Mike Brusso on the inside in the number 1 car, followed by Dennis Bergeron, Mark Hayward, Bucky Demers, Jim Morgan in the number 17, Ryan Baker, the number 4 car, Peter Jarvis, Guy Caron, Todd Patno, the 76 of Peter Daniels, and the number 70 of Bob Rugg, the 77 of Tim Casey. Off the turn number 2, down the backstretch, the 162 of Dave Lesgord, a battle now for third. That's Dave Arsenal on the inside of the number 71 as Matt Wade tries to get underneath the 81. The 81 almost gets tipped as we have a jam session off of turn number 2. And out comes the yellow. Out comes number 2 car of Tim Harrison, the 9 of Matt Wade, the 4 of Peter Jarvis, the 81 mass of Dave Arsenal. As we have a brake test as the number 4 gets up into the weeds. The green flag is out. The green flag is out. We're under racing conditions. Dave Lesgord, Kevin Brooks has the number 97. Walt Hammond almost loses it off of turn number 3 and 4. Back to the front, it's Dave Lesgord, Kevin Brooks, Mike Brusso in the number 1, working the outside. Up to third, Rob Williams 4th, Bucky Demers in the number 26 on the go. On the outside of Rob Williams, taking over 4th. It's Bucky Demers now getting into the number 1 car of Mike Brusso. And out comes the yellow, out comes the yellow. Brooks take the field once again for the restart of lap number 7 into 3 and 4. Green is out and the hammers are down. It's Dave Lesgord, Bucky Demers on the inside, flies to take over the lead. It's Bucky Demers. Underneath the 162 is Tim Harrison, goes up pit road. It's Bucky Demers, Dave Lesgord, the 42 of Kevin Brooks. Those are your top 3 cars, followed by Dennis Bergeron, Jim Morgan in the number 17, and Mark Hayward. backstretch into turn number 3. Bucky Demers, 3-4 car lengths over Dave Lesgord's 162. It's Kevin Brooks third, Jim Morgan fourth, Dennis Bergeron fifth, Mark Hayward, Guy Caron now up to seventh, followed by the number 11 of Brian Baker, the 77 of Tim Casey, Rob Goodenough in the 1 New Hampshire, and Peter Daniels in the 76. As car number 24, Todd Patnode, gets dumped into the infield off of turn number 2. And the yellow comes out. The yellow comes out. Car number 15. Into turn number 3 and 4 they go. Off of turn number 4. The green is out. Car number 17, Jim Morgan, loops in front of the field, and everybody takes a wild ride. A wild ride for everybody. Man alive, we could have had a lot of damaged race cars there. It doesn't look too bad. Big point leader in the Miller Auto Pro Stocks. Here they come. Oh, there they go. Bucky Demers hanging on to the lead. Dave Lesgord second, Mark Hayward third, Dennis Bergeron going to the outside. The number 11 of Brian Baker to the inside of Baker. The number 12 car of Guy Caron as Rob Goodenough tips the 1 New Hampshire to the outside. It's Rob Goodenough in the 1 New Hampshire to the outside. Now getting pinned behind the number 9X car of Dennis Bergeron. It's Rob Goodenough, hung behind the 9X. He now gets turned around by the number 9. Watch the 1 New Hampshire. Holy cows, he almost got the light stanchion. Rob Goodenough sitting to the infield along with the number 21 of Mark Hayward. Rob Goodenough fires up. He's now a lap down. It's all Bucky Demers in the number 26 car. Bucky Demers in the 26. Running second is Dave Lesgord. Brian Baker third. Guy Caron in the number 76 of Peter Daniels, followed by the 5 of Barry Messer. The 1 New Hampshire, a lap down, halfway. 15 down, 15 to go. Halfway. Bucky Demers in the number 26, followed by Dave Lesgord. The battle now for third. The battle for third. That's 4 cars battling for third. Brian Baker, Guy Caron, Peter Daniels, and the number 5 of Barry Messer. The 1 New Hampshire, 1 lap down. Down the backstretch, into 3 and 4, go the battle for third position as Bucky Demers makes a big lead bigger. Off of turn 4, Bucky Demers, Dave Lesgord, then comes the battle for third. The battle for third is tight. Brian Baker, Guy Caron, Peter Daniels, and Barry Messer. Those top 4 cars battling for third. As your lead car goes around the lap for the number 70 of Bob Rugg. Down the backstretch goes your big leader. Dave Lesgord holding on to second as Brian Baker in the number 11 tries to reel him in. It's Brian Baker now closing in on the 162, followed by Guy Caron, the 76 of Peter Daniels, and the 5 car of Barry Messer. Matt Waite now up to 7th. In the number 9 cars, he just gets around Gary Spaulding's number 86, followed by Mike Crusoe, Todd Patnode, and the 97 of Walt Hammond. Off of turn 4 comes Bucky Demers. The battle now is going to be for second any minute as Dave Lesgord starts to feel the pressure from the 11 of Brian Baker, the 12X of Guy Karen, the 76 of Peter Daniels, and the 5 of Barry Messer. It's going to be a 5-car shootout for second. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Out of turn 4 comes your second place car, Dave Lescourt. Todd Patnode in the 24, trying to get around the 86 of Gary Spaulding. The 1 New Hampshire of Rob Goodenough slows up, now picks up speed. It's Bucky Demers. 2 to go, 2 to go. As the 97, Walt Hammond gets loose. The battle now for second with 2 to go. Dave Lescourt trying to hold off Brian Baker, Guy Karen, and Peter Daniels. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap, the white flag flies. It's all Bucky Demers, but keep your eyes on the battle for second as Brian Baker tries to get underneath the 162. Your winner is Bucky Demers. The shootout for second, it's Dave Lescourt. Okay, one more time, a happy anniversary, 20th anniversary to Sue and Bob Studley. A happy 20th anniversary to Sue and Bob Studley. Bob, of course, on our tech crew up here on the pit area. Richard Stevens to the snack bar, please. Richard Stevens to the snack bar, please. And Julie St. Pierre, your car keys are in the pit tower. Julie St. Pierre, your car keys are in the pit tower. Okay, here is one big popular win. He's having his picture taken. Joe Lanoux, car number 35, takes the field into turn number 3 and 4 along with George Pond. The speeds pick up for 20 laps of feature racing as Dick LaPlante Jr. throws the green. It's Joe Lanoux getting loose. Holy cow, he reeled it back in. Everybody keeps the pedal to the metal as Henry Tutt takes advantage and goes 3 wide and takes the lead. Henry Tutt in the number 55 takes advantage and takes the lead. Joe Lanoux back to second. George Pond third. On the outside in the number 33, that's George Jalbert. Terry Sawyer, one of our lady drivers, fifth in the number 40 car. Followed by Chris Stanhope and Gene Shippey in the 00, another lady driver on the move. The first 2 cars, Henry Tutt, Joe Lanoux. Then after that, it's anybody's guess. Right now, running third, George Pond in the number 22. He drifts up high. George Shalbert comes down low. Into turn number 1 and 2 they go. It's George Shalbert taking the third position from the 22 of George Pond. George Pond recovers and hangs on for fourth. It's Terry Sawyer, then Gene Shippey in the 00, flying high, flying wide as she challenges the number 11. Now Gene Shippey hung out to dry and starts to lose a couple of positions. Chris Stanhope up almost into the Claremont cushion, and into turn 3 and 4 they go. Meanwhile, Henry Tutt has things to his own liking. It's Henry Tutt in the number 55, your lead car. Running second, Joe Lanou. George Jalbert third. Look at the battle for fourth. George Pond, Terry Sawyer, Jason Evans, Wayne Eldridge, Gene Shippey, Chris Stanhope, Randy Benson, and the number 4 of William Salo. Anybody's guess as time goes on, and Wayne Eldridge now tips to the outside. It's Wayne Eldridge getting brave, taking the number 6 to the outside. As the battle for fourth continues, Wayne Eldridge on the outside of the number 22 of George Pond takes over fourth. George Jalbert underneath the number 35 of Joe Lanou takes second. Lanou back to third. It's all Henry Tutt right at the moment. George Jalbert second, Joe Lanou, Wayne Eldridge, George Pond, Jason Evans, and the number 40 of Terry Sawyer, your top 7 cars. Jason Evans now gets underneath the number 22 of George Pond and takes position up to 5th. George Pond back to 6th, followed by Terry Sawyer, Gene Shippey, the number 12, Randy Benson, now to the outside. William Salo next in line, followed by Chris Stanhope and Jason Ash in the 85 of John Crawford. Halfway, 10 down, 10 to go, halfway. Down the backstretch goes your big leader, Henry Tutt. Your big leader, Henry Tutt, followed by the 33 of George Jalbert and the number 6 of Wayne Eldridge. Now the number 11, last week's feature winner, Jason Evans, up to 4th, back to 5th, goes Joe Lanou in the 35. 3 cars battling for 6th. The number 12 car gets into the 40 of Terry Sawyer, straightens her out, and everybody stays on racing. Sawyer losing several positions. Into the infield goes the 48 of Kirby Hazen with a mechanical problem. Turn 4, turn 4. Holy cow. And out comes the yellow. Boy, you know Henry Tutt didn't want to see that one. Okay, Henry Tutt in the 55 and George Jalbert in the 33. We've got double numbers on each car. The top 2 cars. The green is out. It's Henry Tutt taking the lead, but this time George Jalbert is right there. And Sean Evans, car number 11, is right there as Larry Nielsen goes into the infield off of turn number 2 in the 13. It's Henry Tutt in the number 55 holding on the lead. George Jalbert in the Bimmer second, along with the number 6 car of Wayne Eldridge third. Sean Evans, or rather Jason Evans fourth and number 11, followed by the number 35 of Joe Lanou. Those are your top 5 cars. Then comes Randy Benson in the number 12 and the number 7 of Jason Ash. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Henry Tutt now starts to open up that lead a little bit again. Not bad. The battle now for second. George Jalbert, Wayne Eldridge, and Jason Evans. And then for 5th between Randy Benson, Jason Ash, and Joe Lanou. Off of turn number 2 they go. It's the number 55 of Henry Tutt. Now stretching out his lead to 3-4 car lengths. George Jalbert second, followed by Wayne Eldridge and Jason Evans, Randy Benson, Jason Ash. Terry Sawyer into the weeds, now comes out onto the track off of turn number 4. Henry Tutt in the number 55. Now his lead starting to evaporate. The 55 of Henry Tutt starting to slow up. What's happening here? He's got 2 more laps and a lot of praying to do it in. 2 more laps to go. The rabbit ears are out. Henry Tutt in the 55. George Jalbert is Jason Evans. Car number 11 tries to get underneath the number 6 of Wayne Eldridge. Eldridge closed the door into 3 and 4. The white flag is out, and car number 19 goes for a wild ride into 3 and 4. Into the weeds we stay under racing conditions. Down the backstretch goes your leader. It's Henry Tutt in the number 55. George Jalbert second. And checkers are out. Your winner is Henry Tutt. Well, there it is. While it's quiet, a happy 30th birthday to Cecilia Snide from her husband Dan and kids Josh and Nicole. The 30th birthday occurring on Thursday the 22nd of this month. So happy 30th birthday, or happy 30 laps to Cecilia Snide from your husband Dan and the kids Josh and Nicole, your birthday being the 22nd of August. Okay, once again, our thanks to the great people at Jiffy Mart and also the courtesy van coming out to present the trophies. Courtesy van is compliments of ABC Motors and North Country Auto Rental. Okay, here's one happy boy. His black and white car matches the black and white checkered flags very nice. The 19 of Brian Newman. Car number 82, Joe Wardwell. The number 50, C Tonight, driven by Chris Osgood. And the number 3X, driven by David Graham. The green is out. We're in the racing conditions as Ken Thompson battles with a 71 of Ed LaQuire. Down the backstretch, Ed LaQuire clears for the lead off the outside. Back to second goes Ken Thompson, going up high, and taking the 72 with him is Scott Chute. Mark Peller on the outside fourth. Ryan Bell up to fifth as a 34, gets loose. Ryan Bell takes advantage and goes underneath. The battle now for third. It's the Ryan Bell in the number 6 on the outside. Mark Peller, followed by Scott Chute. Lightning Larry Riendo as the number 34 has a mechanical problem. The 34 is leaking fluid. The 34 leaking fluid, and out comes the checkered flag as we had a spinner due to that leaking fluid, and the checker flag come out, and you can guess who it was. It was the number 30. Uh-oh, a little bit of whacking and thwacking there in the back. Okay, here we go, off of turn number 4, looking for the green. Here they come, and there they go. Ed LaQuire off the inside, holding the lead as Kenny Thompson goes up high. Ryan Bell following through off the inside, picking off second. Also going through on the inside as Thompson's hung out to dry is the number 17 of David Anthony. David Anthony challenging for third off the inside. Down the backstretch they go. Ryan Bell getting racier each week. Almost turns the 71, backs out of it, and hangs on to second. It's Ed LaQuire, Ryan Bell, David Anthony, now feeling the pressure from the number 5 of Russ Davis. Russ Davis in the number 5, up to third, off the inside of the number 17. And Larry Riendo, car number 4, your points leader, now up to fourth, off the inside, as Dave Davis loses a tire and spins the number 20 in the home stretch. Dave Davis, a right rear flat tire. He knows he's got a problem by now. Off of turn number 4 as we stay under green. Dave Davis trying to get out of the way with the number 20 and the 50C, a lap car as Dave Davis goes up pit side. Your leaders coming out of the lap car of Chris Osgood's number 50C. Ryan Bell goes down low. Ryan Bell made the right move and takes over the lead. It's Ryan Bell with the lead in the number 6 car. Russ Davis second. In the number 5 as the 50C. A lap car is getting tattooed by everybody. Off of turn number 4 they come. It's Ryan Bell, Russ Davis, Ed LaQuire, Larry Riendo as the 14 of John Chestnut. Almost loses it off of turn number 4. We're still under green. Now we have 2 cars mixing it up off of turn number 1 and 2. And out comes the green. Out comes the green. As Doug Marsh in the number 7 and the 37 of Rodney Dorr get to... On the point, your lead car. Coming off of turn number 3, the speeds will pick up along with the 71 of Ed LaQuire on the outside of Ryan Bell. The green is out. Ed LaQuire on the 71 tries to get ahead of the number 6 of Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell comes back on the inside. It's Ryan Bell, Ed LaQuire, Russ Davis, Larry Riendo. Off of turn 4 they come. LaQuire pushes up high, coming through on the inside. That's Russ Davis in the number 5 car. Russ Davis in the 5 gets underneath the number 71, takes over second. Larry Riendo right there in the number 4. Hung out to dry as a 71 as David Graham has trouble with the number 3X. Goes to the inside and gets out of the way of the racer, of the lead cars. Down the backstretch they go. It's Ryan Bell as the number 4 of Larry Riendo. Takes him 3 wide, pushes the 71 out up into the weeds. It's the number 4, Larry Riendo. Now up to second as the car number 3 or 5 of Russ Davis takes over the lead, but we have a watch out, watch out! Holy cow! As Rodney Dorr whacks the number 71. Everybody got by but Rodney Dorr, and almost a T-bone. Don't forget the number 4 car of Larry Riendo. He's right there in the wings too. Okay, the speeds pick up off of turn number 4. The green is out and the hammers are down. Russ Davis clears the number 6, just barely, going into turns 1 and 2, down the backstretch. Russ Davis takes the lead. Ryan Bell back to second. On the outside, the 17 of David Anthony as the 4 car of Larry Riendo gets momentarily loose. The 14 of John Chestnut into the infield for a slide for life. Another Joey Chitwood act into turn 3 and 4. Out of 4, it's Russ Davis in the number 5. Ryan Bell, Larry Riendo, the 17 of David Anthony, Mark Pellerin, Aaron Fellows, car number 29, and the number 27 of Sandy Gilbert. Sandy Gilbert, a great run for that lady driver. Halfway, 10 down, 10 to go, halfway. Russ Davis starts to stretch out his lead. Ryan Bell second. Larry Riendo, Mark Pellerin, and the number 29 of Aaron Fellows, followed by Kenny Thompson. We take him 3 wide. Back in the pack, that's the number 27 of Sandy Gilbert. On the outside of Dennis Greenwood in 7th, as we have a spinner off of turn number 4. That's David Graham. He puts it in reverse, gets out of the way. We stay under green. Off of turn 4 comes a gaggle of race cars as Russ Davis stretches out the lead. David Graham, car number 3X, out onto the speedway again after going a lap down. Off of turn 4 comes your leader. It's Russ Davis, Ryan Bell, Larry Riendo, and the 72 of Mark Pellerin as Dennis Greenwood goes wide, comes back down again. Off of turn 4 comes your leader. The battle now for third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cars battling for third. Larry Riendo in the number 4, having a problem with that car now. Larry Riendo having a problem as he slows up, split by Mark Pellerin and Dennis Greenwood. Now Aaron Fellows and Dave Davis. A problem with the number 4 car, who's usually one of the fastest ones out here. Down the backstretch goes your leader, the number 5 of Russ Davis. Ryan Bell second, the number 4 car. Slowing way up, gets hit by the 60 of Scott Ove as he goes up pit road. Everybody stays racing. Down Down the backstretch into 3 and 4 comes your leader. As we have a problem with the number 19 car, Brian Newman. He keeps it under power. We stay under green. There's 2 to go. 2 to go for Russ Davis, Ryan Bell, and the number 72 of Mark Peller in third. Dennis Greenwood trying to get the trophy position. The white flag flies. 1 more to go for Russ Davis. It's Russ Davis in the number 5, hanging on to a big lead. Ryan Bell second, the battle for third. Coming back to the front, the checkers are out, and your winner is Russ Davis. Ryan Bell second, Mark Peller in third. Okay, if you have a black Chevette, we've got a lady who has a medical emergency that has to get out immediately. A black Chevette, New Hampshire plate CIG 502. It must be moved immediately or we'll move it for you. A black Chevette, New Hampshire plates CIG 502. Please move that car immediately. You've got time to do it. Once again, if you have a black Chevette, New Hampshire plate CIG 502, a medical emergency, that car must be moved immediately or Blair's Auto Salvage will help do it for you. So please move it and be kind to your fellow racer. Okay, he's got that thing shut down. He's won a feature event before, but only when he was second and placed first through another car that was disqualified that won. This is going to be the first event win for him under the checkered flag by himself or his lonesome. 25 laps for the Jiffy Mart late models. Off of turn 4 they come and the green is out. Robin Bly in the number 12 clears the number 36 of DeWitt Davis for the lead. It's Robin Bly, DeWitt Davis, Bob Johnson, 3 wide into 3 and 4. Hang on, as on the outside it's Alan Fellows continuing to truck with the number 29. Alan Fellows 5th on the outside. Mark Blair, Kevin Lescord, Rocky Branch, Earl Maxim, and Noel Bergeron. Those are your top 10 cars. Off of turn 4 it's Robin Bly holding on to the lead. Now Robin Bly, DeWitt Davis, the battle now for second as Robin Bly starts to pick up a bit of a lead. 2-3 car length advantage over DeWitt Davis. Bob Johnson, Jack McClay, Alan Fellows still hung out to dry on the outside. Mark Blair off the inside fighting for 5th, followed by the 51 of Rocky Branch, the 75 of Kevin Lescord, Noel Bergeron, Earl Maxim, Tommy Canfield, and the 10 of Steve Bly. Next in line, Dennis Pell, Dick Lamont, Jamie Lanou, Skip Birdsey, and Jimmy Thompson. Down the backstretch, the 75, Kevin Lescord, Tommy Canfield gets into the number 51 of Rocky Branch. The 51 of Rocky Branch getting together with the 96 of Noel Bergeron. Out comes the yellow, out comes the yellow. A jam session off of turn number 3. Involved in it as Jimmy Thompson spins to the infield. 55-lap feature as we have Robin Bly holding on to the lead. Jiffy Mart late models. The green flag is out. Robin Bly holding on the lead again, following through in the inside. Bob Johnson in the number 88. Hung out to dry the 36 of DeWitt Davis. Off of turn 4 they come. It's Robin Robin Bly, Bob Johnson, the 36 of DeWitt Davis, doing pretty good on the outside, holding on to third. Mark Blair next in line, and the number 16U, Jack McClay, running fifth. It's DeWitt Davis, hung on the outside, holding on to fourth. Jack McClay on the inside. The top three cars get together. Everybody gets out of it. A jam session ensues. We stay under green. We bang, we wear, and there it is. The 75 of Kevin Lescord as car number 6 car. The 6 car of Skip Birdsey making contact with the 75. And work the scoreboard. Please call the Speedway and ask for Sherry Flurry during the week. Skip Birdsey, the number 6 car, ready to return to the field. Just in the nick of time, the 6-shooter returns to the racing surface. Out comes the green. Bob Johnson in the 88, trying to clear off the outside of Robin Bly's number 12. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Bob Johnson indeed clears, takes over the lead. Robin Bly right there second. We have a spinner. Dick Lamont into the infield with the number 18 car. The battle continues up front. As Dick Lamont fires up, we stay under green. It's car number 88, Bob Johnson holding on the lead. Robin Bly all over the number 12. Mark Blair third in the number 3. Then comes the 16 car of Jack McClay and Steve Bly in the 10. Followed by Alan Fellows, DeWitt Davis, Earl Maxim, and Dennis Bell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars fighting for the lead. Tommy Canfield's going to make it 10. Robin Bly gets underneath the 88. He's going for the lead. Into 3 and 4. The sparks fly. Robin Bly in the number 12 gets the lead back. It's Robin Bly, Bob Johnson second, the number 3 car of Mark Blair third, Steve Bly and Jack McClay your top 5. Those are your top 5 battling for the lead, followed by Alan Fellows, Earl Maxim, Dennis Bell, DeWitt Davis, Tommy Canfield, Jamie Lanou, Rocky Branch, and the number 75 of Kevin Lescord, the 18 car of Dick Lamont. Off a turn 4 they come. It's Robin Bly struggling to hold on the lead. The field is bunched up. It's anybody's race. Anybody's race. And halfway. 13 down, 12 to go. 13 down, 12 to go. Off a turn 2, the field stays tight. Robin Bly, Bob Johnson, Mark Blair, Steve Bly trying to get underneath the 3 car of Mark Blair. Mark Blair closes the door. Car number 5, Earl Maxim, slowly working his way up as Steve Bly now tips to the outside. That car can run on the outside. Steve Bly, a daring move to the outside, tips the number 10. He's rim riding off the outside. All eyes on Steve Bly as he takes to the outside. Off a turn 4, he's picked off the number 3 of Mark Blair as Rocky Branch gets together with DeWitt Davis' number 36. Those 2 cars sitting there, and out comes the yellow. Brake test. Watch out, guys. Holy cow. Whoever would have thought it? Take the field ever so slowly into turn number 3. Up to turn 4 they come, and out comes the green. Robin Bly off the inside, holding on the lead this time around. Now hung out to dry as Bob Johnson, the 88. Mark Blair off the inside groove, fighting for third. It's Robin Bly, Bob Johnson coming back again off the outside in the 88. Bob Johnson, Robin Bly, Bob Johnson. Those 2 cars, wheel to wheel, bumper to bumper. Off of turn 4 they come. Robin Bly and Bob Johnson. It's Jack McClay up to third on the outside. Earl Maxim in the number 5 car. Down the backstretch they go. Robin Bly now starts to inch ahead as Bob Johnson continues to drive off the outside. A 3-car battle right now for the lead. Robin Bly, Bob Johnson, and Jack McClay. Jack McClay now inches up off the number 88 car, battling for second. Off of turn 4 they come. It's Robin Bly, Jack McClay, Bob Johnson now settles back in for third. Then comes Earl Maxim in the number 5 and Mark Blair in the 3. Alan Fellows follows, Tommy Canfield, Kevin Lesgord, and the number 73 car. Off of turn 4 they come. It's Robin Bly, car number 12. Jack McClay, the number 3 car. Mark Blair has a flat tire. A flat tire for the number 3 car, Mark Blair, and he checks out off of turn 3. A tough break for Mark Blair. 4 cars now fighting for the lead. Robin Bly, Jack McClay, Bob Johnson, now Earl Maxim joins the party. Earl Maxim joining the party, and now there are 4. It's Robin Bly in the number 12 car, trying to make that car as wide as possible, protecting the inside groove. Off at turn 4, the popsicle sticks are up. We've got 2 to go. It's now or never. 2 to go. Jack McClay now tips the 16 to the outside. Contact is made. Robin Bly holds on down the backstretch. Robin Bly, Jack McClay, a rim riding off the outside. The white flag is out. Robin Bly, Jack McClay now starts to lose ground. He tries to close the door in the 88 of Bob Johnson. Down the backstretch they go. 4 cars still fighting for the lead. Robin Bly, Bob Johnson, Jack McClay, and Earl Maxim. The checkers are out. It's Robin Bly. How'd you like that one after waiting for it? Man alive, that was worth the wait. A great race. We were sniffing an Alan Kulwicki victory lap, but we didn't do it. Nice run for these top 3 cars, that is for sure.
Oh, we're gonna watch for Rick right down the hill.
Okay, this driver is now having his picture taken at car number 33, TJ Small, the 240 of Pearl. Do we catch the last 3 when we can? We're getting ready for the green. Off of turn 4 they come, and out comes the green. Keith Stevens off the outside, goes to the lead. Back to second, goes the 1 New Hampshire of David Smith. On the outside, Steve Corbeil battling for second with the number 1 New Hampshire of Dave Smith. It's Steve Corbeil on the outside, Dave Smith on the inside. As Sean Bodreau, watch out the backstretch. Holy cow, everybody stows up. Man alive, that could have been a lot worse than it was. Randy Howe, one of either the 18 or the 8 went up pit road, paced the field down the backstretch looking for the restart green. And there it is. Keith Stevens off the inside, holding on the lead. David Smith on the 1 New Hampshire, hung out to dry as Sean Bodreau comes through with the number 3 car. The number 11, Les Mardanis, running fourth as Jack Bateman was momentarily blocked behind the number 1 New Hampshire. The 1 New Hampshire cleared to the inside, and Bateman's on the move, followed by the 77 of Bruce Batchelder Sr., and off to the outside, the 28 of Dwight Jarvis, and the 71 of Peter Daniels. It's Keith Stevens, Sean Bodreau trying to get around Stevens, followed by Jack Bateman, the 77 of Bruce Batchelder and Dwight Jarvis, and the 71 Maine of Peter Daniels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars now battling for the top spot. Jack Bateman now gets underneath the 3 of Sean Bodreau. Down the backstretch they go. Keith Stevens, Sean Bodreau, Jack Bateman, Bruce Batchelder, and Dwight Jarvis. It's the 47 of Jack Bateman now getting ready to make a move on the 19. Jack Bateman tips to the outside. Off of turn number 4 they come. It's Keith Stevens, Jack Bateman, Bruce Batchelder Sr. Off of turn 2. It's the 47 of Jack Bateman. Off of turn number 3 and 4 taking the lead. It's Jack Bateman, Keith Stevens, Bruce Batchelder, Dwight Jarvis, Peter Daniels, Les Martinez, Sean Bodreau, and T.J. Small as the 77 of Bruce Batchelder now goes to the outside of the 19. It's Bruce Batchelder up to second, back to third. Now fourth goes Keith Stevens as Dwight Jarvis goes to the outside and takes third. Peter Daniels next in line to go to the outside as Stevens is number 19. Jack Bateman, Bruce Batchelder, Dwight Jarvis, the 71 Maine of Peter Daniels, now fighting with the 19 of Keith Stevens. Dwight Jarvis now trying to get to the inside of the 77 of Bruce Batchelder Sr. Bruce Batchelder using the 71 of Earl Taylor as a pick, has to back out of it and hangs on to second. Bruce Batchelder second. Dwight Jarvis third. Peter Daniels now up to fourth. The fight for fifth. The 11 of Les Martinez taking fifth. Back to sixth goes Keith Stevens. The number 28 of Dwight Jarvis slingshots off of turn 2. Gets underneath the 77 of Bruce Batchelder Sr. It's Dwight Jarvis on the inside. Batchelder off the inside trying to pinch the number 28 down. It's fighting now for second as Dwight Jarvis now gets second. Back to third goes Bruce Batchelder. Peter Daniels fourth, followed by Les Martinez. Going to the infield, the number 71 or 91 of Mike Conrad. It's Jack Bateman holding on the lead, going around the lap car of Mike Conrad, reeling him right in. Is the 28 of Dwight Jarvis. Dwight Jarvis now all over the back bumper of the number 47. It's Jack Bateman. Dwight Jarvis up high, down low. Bateman protects the inside groove. Into 3 and 4 they go. Jack Bateman making a race car wide as he tries to hold off the 28 of Dwight Jarvis. Dwight Jarvis now to the outside. Dwight Jarvis to the outside as Bateman pushes him up into the Claremont cushion. It's Jack Bateman, Dwight Jarvis, and Peter Daniels around the 240. Go your two lead cars into 3 and 4. Jack Bateman, Dwight Jarvis, the 71 Maine of Peter Daniels third. Back to fourth is the 77 of Bruce Batchelder. Dwight Jarvis tries it again. The 47 blocks him. It looks like Dwight Jarvis is faster than the 47. Jack Bateman trying to block and hold off the 28. Down the backstretch they go. Holy cow. Dwight Jarvis in a daring move gets by the 71 of Earl Taylor and the 47 of Bateman. Dwight Jarvis taking the lead. The 47 now second. Jack Bateman. Peter Daniels third. Bruce Batchelder fourth. Off of turn 2, Dwight Jarvis, Jack Bateman. We have a race car sitting off of turn number 2. Off of turn 4 come your leaders. It's Dwight Jarvis, Jack Bateman, and out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow. Added on the restart. So let's watch what happens and enjoy it. Jack Bateman, a slow start as Peter Daniels in the 71 main goes to the inside and takes over second. Bateman back to third as Jarvis holds the point. Bruce Batzel to fourth, Les Martinez fifth, your top five, and out comes the yellow. Hang on there, out comes the yellow. Okay, let's watch this restart. Two cagey veterans. This time they're more together with it. Dwight Jarvis holds on the lead. Peter Daniels sneaks underneath the 47 of Bateman. The battle now for second. Jack Bateman on the outside. Peter Daniels on the inside. Waiting in the world. A mistake by the top three is the 77 as we got a problem with the number 3 car of Sean Bodreau. Out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow as Sean Bodreau launches an engine off of turn number 4. Green is out. Jack Bateman, this time closer to the number 28. Down the backstretch they go. Dwight Jarvis holding on to the lead. This time Bateman to second as Peter Daniels goes to the inside. Tries to get underneath the 47. Has to hang on to third as the 77 of Bruce Batchelor now tries to take him off the outside. Bruce Batchelor almost loses it. Gets up into the marbles. Gathers it back in and holds on to fourth. Back to the front. Dwight Jarvis, Jack Bateman, Peter Daniels, the 77 car. It's Bateman now trying the number 28 off of turn number 4. Jack Bateman getting closer to Dwight Jarvis's number 28 in turns number 3 and 4. Off of turn 4 they come. Dwight Jarvis this time holds on to the lead. 3 car lengths advantage. Dwight Jarvis, Jack Bateman, Peter Daniels, Bruce Batchelor, Les Martinez, and Keith Stevens, your top 6 cars. It's 2 to go, 2 to go. Off of turn number 2, Dwight Jarvis now has a somewhat comfortable 2-3 car length advantage. Out comes the white flag. It's one more lap now or never time. Lap traffic will not be a factor. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. The checkers are out. Your winner is Dwight Jarvis. And we have a jam session off of 3 and 4 with the checkers flying. Man alive. David Smith in the 1 New Hampshire capitalized on that one.
Hey, Eddie, they didn't do the demo yet. Cool. Get lights out.
Involved was Steve Corbeil, the 56 car, the 240 of Pearl Dewey, and the 33 car of TJ Small. Overheated old Lincoln, the 19 car of Burl Spalding. Okay, where's Tony? He almost got run over on that one. Okay, we got one more coming. Here it is. Is that the end of the cars up there? Okay. Tony the Tiger, get your flag stands out there and let's get ready to do your thing. We're gonna rock them tonight.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace.
Okay, we're gonna give them the count from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you.
Holy cow!
We will rock you. Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shouting in the street, gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, a big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place. We will rock you. Sing it now. We will rock you.
There goes the old Lincoln, round and round.
Reading with your eyes, gonna make you zombie someday. You got mud on your face, big disgrace. Somebody better put your bag into your place.
Okay, we're getting serious now. Tommy Canfield over there in the back of the number 18, hiding off of turn number 2. There's the number 68 car of John Tillabo. Captain Crunch, the number 31, looking pretty good right now. Kapow! Kapow! There goes another one. Look at the number 23. He's loaded. There's that little Dodge Omni. He almost got tipped over on that one, but he's still loaded and going. Number 15 still working. They all stay off the racetrack, otherwise they'll scar it up because half of them have their tires already off on the rim. There's one. Look at that little car. The number 9's doing good too. All these big wagons and everything else. Then you have these couple of these little cars. Yep, there goes Sherry Flurry's grass. There we go. Boom. Uh-oh. Boom. Just got a radiator, the number 9 car. The old caddy's still going pretty good over there off of turn number 1. Uh-oh. A couple of them hooked up over here on the home stretch. Car number 69 still going. 69 of Chad Sanborn. There goes one of the wagons, the number 37. He's in the hunt. 37, Billy Cannon. Boy, we see a lot of radiators going up in steam. The object of this thing is to keep that nose clean so you don't lose your radiator. guess about half the field's already out, but we still got plenty of them running. The old Stanley Steamer's at it again. Number 9 car is still running despite a broken radiator. 47 looks pretty clean. 47, that's Missy Waysville's car. She's still going. Here comes the 71. Car number 71, wheeled by Jim Dole. That old wagon down here into turn number 1. The 23 Ford, finally someone whacked his radiator. There's the 27 still going around. 27 is Melissa Spencer, one of our lady drivers. That's the silver car going into the 23. Boy, don't you think Jancy Metal Recycling is going to like all these loads out there? There's the number 9, a big old Mopar. Jeffrey Morris still at it. Number 75 still in business, Mike Clough. Uh-oh. Now we're down to about 25% of the field, with some of them running with broken radiators, so they're not going to last too long. There's the Mopar, still looking pretty good. Number 9. There's someone trying to get him. Number 24's radiator is gone now. Number 14 still in business. That's Doug Trudeau. Number 49. There's a sandwich right there. There goes a tire. 14 car still looking pretty clean. Doug Trudeau, 23, and the number 9 trying to get Trudeau's number 14. Now we're starting to narrow them down. There we go, right there. That's a good one. That just about finishes the 23 off. 23 driven by Tim Mayette. 27 still going at it. Uh-oh. That's the best hit of the night. Best hit of the night. That wagon's going for the glory now. Not going to last too long though, his radiator. He's figured I'll clean everybody as long as I can with that radiator broken. we hear the squeal of tires. Here comes one out of the ashes. 603, he's still into it. He just powdered into somebody. That's Steve Buckman Jr. Head first, he went in. There's a fire on one of the race cars. Looks like it might be the 77 car. Another tire bites the dust. Okay, they're trying to throw the red flag, but nobody sees it. Okay, we got the red flag out here until we get that fire tended to, then we'll be ready to go. And now's the time. Anybody wants to jump out of their car, do it quick. If your car is done, jump out quick and get off up onto the speedway. Jancy Metal Recycling, they're already drooling, getting ready to go in there and pick over these cars. Yeah, Jim Lanou, that's a good one too. Okay, all you drivers that are walking through the infield, get out of the area as quick as possible. They're going to be restarting these things pretty quick. So everybody get out of the area as quick as possible. They're going to be restarting. Everybody out of the racing area, please, onto the speedway. That green flag's going to be coming out momentarily, so you don't want to be walking around in there. Okay, there's somebody running. He heard those tires squeaking. He says, man, I'm out of here. Okay, we're going again. Everybody get out of the way that's in there. Here we go. Now we're coming down to crunch time and $1,000 bill time. Number 9 fires up again. He's kept that nose clean so far. One of the wagons, the 04. Once again, don't forget our thanks to Jiffy Mart and Skull Racing for bringing the racing events, and Jancy Metals, of course, for now. Okay, we still have about 7 or 8 of them running. We're just guessing, but that's what it looks like. Here comes a wreck that's not waiting to happen. It's already happened. Car number 99 of David Ainsworth. Got 3 or 4 of them in the infield there going around, and a couple of them working on each other over here. Number 99 is running still. David Ainsworth. Hard to see with the steam. Number 9 just hooked onto one of the wagons in the infield. There's the number 9 still working. He's, uh-oh. Hang on to your shorts on that one. Yeah, we still hear a few engines going, but not too many. Number 14's left, the 14 car of Trudeau, the number 9 of Jeffrey Morris. Uh-oh. There goes a bunch of sand. 69 is still running also. That's Chad Sanborn. Uh-oh. That was a good one. They might have both got hung up on that one. No, the 9's still alive. Boy, that front end took a beating on that one. Didn't cave in. 69 still going. The 9. Can't even read the number on that one. It's so caved in. Well, number 14 still in it. Doug Trudeau. Uh-oh, another tire. Keep your eyes and see if any car doesn't have radiators broken, and they'll probably be the ones that are still going. Hang on. Little black car here. Chaos at Claremont. Boy, don't you know he wanted his radiator something wicked. Now we're getting down to $1,000 bill time, so. Not much pop left in these things. The 9 and the 14 are still at it. The 69, we don't know who that one is on the right side there. 14's trying to clean everybody's clock. 14 of Doug Trudeau, the 3rd. Along with the number 69, he's working on the 69 now. The 69 backed out of that one with no problem. He's working on the 9. Looks like our $1,000 is right here in front of us. The 9, the 69, and the 14. '69 still going at it. He's hooked right now. He just got unhooked. Uh-oh, just missed on that one. '69 freed himself. 14, here we are, the 69 and the 14 going right at it. That black one's still trying to go. He is still going. We got 3 of them still going right in front of your very eyes. Okay, here we are. He's still running, but he ain't moving too good. He hasn't got any rear end left. The 69. He's still going, though. Not being able to make a hit, though. That front end is caved right in. There he goes, frontwards. Uh-oh, that's... Uh-oh, hang on! Well, he escaped that one. Usually when you're looking at one car, that might mean your nose is going to be open. And look at that. Maybe the other wagon got hung up. Uh-oh. He's hung. He's hung. We think that's the 48 that's still running. Paul Venn? 48. It looks like the 48. He's the only one that's moving at the moment. Okay, Tony the Tiger says, finish him off. There he is, not much speed. Tough break for the 14 because he's running pretty strong still. $1,000 on the line right here in front of your very eyes. Okay, that's it. The little car that could. How about that? Man alive, whoever thought that little car would do anything? We think it's the 48 of Paul Venn. Hard to read the numbers.
Ain't over yet.
How about that, everybody? Do you like it? You have a good time? Pretty cool, huh? Don't forget the Joey Chitwood Thrill Show. 3 weeks from tonight, Saturday, September the 7th. You'll really be...